Welcome to Salon Scheduler video number 5, training video number 5. It's for checkout. Just to explain to you the checkout process. You can check out directly from the register, or you can check out from an appointment. And we really support both ways. The scheduler has a background ability to help with any checkout that's occurring on the register directly, or again through checkout button. So let's say you want to take an appointment. You can tap on that appointment, and you can tap checkout, and you can check out a series of services that a customer's purchasing that way, or you can do it from the register. But let's go and do. Now, let's say, by the way, you might have more than one appointment you're checking out at the same time. You can tap Add to Basket on each appointment, and on the final appointment, tap Checkout. And what we're going to do is we're going to create what's called a Clover order. And we're going to take that Clover order, we're going to fill in all the details, including the customer and which employee gets credit for what. And then we're putting you on the Clover register. Okay, see, that's right here. So you see each of the services that were on this appointment, each employee and which employee gets credit for each of those services. And you're on the register, so you can add other items to this order, like you might be selling some other item. If you had purchased a variable priced item, we would ask you for the price at this point right here. We'd ask you for the price of that item, and this is that's from a different app. But also we ask you which employee gets credit. If you purchase an item directly on the register, we ask you which employee gets credit for that item. When you're done adding all your items and you want to check out, you can hit the Pay button on the Clover register and collect payment, as well as add any tips. If you set up tips on your Clover setup, then you can add any tips to your to the particular order that you're paying. And we get the question, when you check out, which employee gets credit for the tip? What we do is, if you have 3 employees on a order, then we're going to split that tip between all 3 employees based on the dollar amount of the work that they performed. If you only have 1 employee, that employee gets the entire tip. Okay, so we do handle tipping, but there's only one. Clover only allows 1 tip on an order, and on our reporting, we break down that tip based on the dollar amount of the services performed on that order. Okay, if you need to make changes, like sometimes you might be adding items to an order, and you might add an item to an order and give the wrong employee credit for it by accident. It's like, oops, well, we have a background process that's approving orders. But so let's say you give an employee credit, and then you realize that, hey, well, I didn't actually mean for that employee to get credit for it. You can make changes still. Okay, you can just take that you can take that item, and you can delete that item off your order. Just repeat. Add the item again and give the proper employee credit. Reason I bring this up is, once you pay an order out, that order is going to be vaulted. That means you can't change it. Okay, so you want to make sure that you get all your items correct, and which employee gets credit for each item correct before you actually pay, because once you pay, that item is vaulted. We can't make any changes to it. Neither can you. Actually, nobody can. So that's how you check out appointments on the scheduler. Once you're done checking out appointments, you can get back to the scheduler by using the back button. Take you right back to the scheduler.